Hi, friends. How are you? Um, haven't been on in a couple of weeks. I was working on my own healing, on my own stuff, and I was in the weeds or in the shit for a couple of weeks. I'm not gonna lie. A lot was coming up for me, and it didn't feel great. There were a lot of emotions that were wanting to surface and be released, and a lot of old patterns, a lot of old limiting beliefs, and some things I was aware of, to be honest. There were some topics that I was working on for myself, but there's always stuff underneath. I think there's always stuff on the subconscious level. And those of us that can do really deep shadow work, we can get in there and we can figure it out and we can move through it. And there's plenty of people that can do that. I can do that really well for others. I can't always access my own information. So I have to reach out for support. Again, there are many people that do this work that can really get in and find all the little places where all the the gremlins are hiding. And that takes time and it takes practice. And some people have really honed their intuition so they can sit and listen to their higher self. They can sit with their guides. They can sit with their inner knowing. Again, I need support from time to time. So for the past 2 weeks, I was kind of in it. Last week felt much better, so we might be going back 3 weeks. But for 2 weeks, I was kind of in it, and that's why I wasn't really doing videos and stuff. So I'm coming on just to share with you. I've shared this before, but just to share with you that I have a very easy way for you to have some of this healing and clearing work that I do that's actually very low touch, meaning you don't have to get on a call with me. You don't have to get on Zoom with me. Um, it's a report. It's an energy clearing. It's not really a report, but I call it a report when people go to purchase it on my booking page. It's under reports. So you basically click to purchase it. You can purchase a one-time clearing, or you can purchase a series of 4. And if you do the 4, then I'm going to send you one every week. And you don't even have to let me know what's going on with you. This is what I mean by super low touch. Like, we're not going to communicate with you. I'm not going to check in. I do use a system that gets right to the point of things. I have a way to very quickly and very easily tune in to where the blocks are, emotionally, energetically, sometimes even physically. This does work to clear physical things, although it is geared a bit more for the emotional and energetic clearing piece, but it can certainly work on physical things. In fact, when I've done different lives here on Facebook, people will say, when you started, I had lower back pain, and as you were working, my lower back pain went away. So I've had people tell me that. I've had people say just pain in their body went away. I've heard people say that they just felt so much lighter. I know that sounds very basic, and I always look for more words, bigger words, sometimes flowery words. And it's like, no, I mean, people feel better. They feel lighter. They feel more free in their body. Like, that just describes it to a T. Why do I need to throw in fancy words or big words or old words, old English words? I don't need to. The goal is for you to feel better and lighter and have more freedom in your body, to have less pain, to have more freedom in your emotional body, to have more freedom up here, this real estate. I mean, if let's think about this. If when people start to learn meditation or to meditate, and this you hear a lot, is people say, I'm having a lot of, it's difficult to quiet the mind. And it is, because here in the US, in the West, I always have to think about it, we're in the West. I don't know that it's any different in the East at this point because we're in modern times. So maybe in earlier times where people were working the land and more in nature, that was more of a time where people could meditate. They were already out in nature. They were already connecting with the elements and animals and other humans. You know, what are we doing? We're online a lot. We're on our phones. We're scrolling. We're in the car. We're moving from place to place. We're doing. And there's less time being. So when people do say, I'm having trouble meditating, it's because when you do finally still and quiet your mind, and sometimes you just start with 30 seconds or a minute, because more than that feels like pretty torturous. All the thoughts start to, I feel like, okay, this real estate is like Grand Central Station or like a busy bus station or a busy train station, where the thoughts they don't stop. We're constantly thinking, processing, trying to solve things, figure things out, whether it's a problem that we have, like an actual problem, or like we're just trying to process our feelings. So this is Grand Central Station here, and it's just constantly going 24/7. Think of a busy airport. And so you need to take a break. Your mind does need an opportunity to slow down. So I kind of went off on a tangent, but the work I do helps people to feel better in their physical bodies. Like I said, people say to me, my pain has shifted. It went away. There's the emotions that are stuck in our body that lifts. And that's something that for me, for the past, like going back 3 weeks, that's what I was going through, is a lot of stored emotions. And I needed some time to move that. And then there's the mental. We just talked about Grand Central. You know, I don't know, what's the busiest airport now? I don't even know. I mean, I know New York is busy, but like worldwide, there's got to be like some top airports that are just buzzing all day long. So, the energetic clearing that I offer, you simply purchase it. And what I do is I actually get on my Zoom and I record it for you. So I'm doing it live. I record it for you and then I send it to you. And then you can listen, you can watch, but you don't even need to watch me. I'm using my pendulum. I'm using my charts to clear the stuck and stored emotions. And then I'm filling up with love-based words or more positive words. So as we clear the gunk and all the stuff we've been holding, and let's be honest, we're holding a lot. We've been holding a lot for before we were, before 2020. It's a lot that humanity has been going through and moving through and holding. So I clear, 5 to 6 words or so, clear those experiences and emotions. And I do say this, I'm not just clearing you, sometimes it's clearing part of your ancestral lineage. I don't go into detail with this short clearing. I can do that in a longer session with you. But some of these things, it's not just you've been holding in this lifetime, it's your ancestors have been holding it. So sometimes it releases that. For those of you that believe in other lifetimes, past, future lifetimes, timelines, even concurrent, timelines, like you're having an experience here and we're also having experiences somewhere else. There is another part of us having experiences elsewhere. So it helps to clear that as well. So ancestral, the different timelines, your current situation. When it does clear an ancestral pattern, it helps to clear obviously the past, our ancestors, but it clears future generations as well. So if you have children, know that you're clearing that. I also believe, I've believed in this very much, as we're clearing to the left and right of us. So we're clearing our family, not our immediate family, like say aunts, uncles, cousins, also in our lineage, in our family structure, and also people in our world, our friends and family. As we shift and we clear, we're helping to clear for the collective. So that clearing, like I said, is clearing some of the old stuck patterns, emotions, experiences. I fill you back up with love-based words, and then I do give people a frequency number, healing with numbers, and that comes downloaded in. I channel that. I close my eyes. I am not reading that off of any script. I'm just listening for what you need as far as the numbers to help clear. So that number will be very specific for you. Hey, Tracy, I see your little face pop up. I'm just talking about the energetic clearing that I do for people that comes through in a report. So they get it via email. There's like no touch with me, but it's the emotional clearing. And then they get a frequency number. For the frequency number, you are welcome when you book it to say help with, ankle pain, back pain, situation at work. I'm happy to tailor that frequency number for a specific thing. For the first part of the clearing, you don't need to give me any information. And I like doing it that way because I'm tapping into the highest priority of what needs to shift and move for you. So for that, you're going to get the highest priority. And for the frequency number, if you're like, I don't know, then, I'll just tune in and give you what you need. But like I said, if there is an issue that you want help with, the frequency number part would be where you say, I'm having trouble clearing this, or I'd like support with this. So that's where I'll tune in. So I just wanted to come on and share this with folks because it is, like I said, an easy way to work with me where you don't have to schedule a time, but you will get something in your email with me on Zoom. So I'm there and you can listen to it at your leisure and enjoy the clearing, and you can hear it more than once, listen to it more than once. What else do I want to say? I'll come on and do some other lives, but I did want to offer this support because we're just in a cycle of moving so much, clearing so much is coming up. People might be confused and they might not know, like for me, the past, like going back 3 weeks, I had so much pent up in my body. And for me, moving my body, like walking, exercising, dancing, in the summer, I like to swim, that helps to shift my emotions. It helps to move. So instead of them being so stuck. So whatever that is for you, does movement help with moving the emotions for you or the stuckness? For some people it's writing and journaling. For other people it's singing, like playing music. There are countless ways. For some people it's like doing an art project, like a craft, or working with your hands. I wish I was like a carpenter, like I could work with my hands, but what is it that helps you move energy? Is it being creative in some way? Is it talking to a friend so you can help and move and clear the energy? So just some ideas, but if you are interested, I will put the link of how you can work with me down below. I did have somebody reach out to me a couple of weeks, probably 4 weeks ago or 5 weeks ago, because she purchased this, and she said, yeah, she felt so much lighter, and she cried, and there was a lot of emotion that came out from the really short clearing that I did for her. So it's very powerful. It's very impactful. This will give you a taste of how I work. And if you'd like to work with me more, we can, talk about the different ways that we can do more work together. But this is just a really, really quick and easy way and very effective way to work with me. So hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time, maybe even later today.